Hi friends, family, loved ones, neighbors, viewers, subscribers. We're happy you're here, or at least I am. Okay, so I'm making some steak for dinner. It's just Tim and I. This is 1.1 pounds of boneless sirloin. And I start with meat tenderizer. I sprinkle a lot of it on. Yes, my counter's clean. I stir my meat up in it. Okay. And then I spray a whole lot on again. You can get this for next to nothing. $1.25 if you buy like Great Value brand or Dollar General brand or whatever. It's cheap. It works just as good as name brand stuff. My family, well, we like garlic. And we like a lot of garlic. So, I'm gonna put some garlic powder on. Okay, it's not really wanting to come out. Whoa, now it really came out more than I intended. I might not put any real garlic in. Okay, I have a bunch of seasonings. I'm trying to condense and get rid of a lot. I don't know why I bought this Weber gourmet burger seasoning. We never have burgers. I don't know why. I shouldn't say never. Now in the summertime we might occasionally, but not very often. And so I'm going to use it on the steak. It's just beef. Beef is beef, right? Rather it's ground up or it's not. So, and it's almost full. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that on there. I'm going to fry it in butter in a skillet on the stove with some onions and some peppers and some mushrooms. So I'm going to let this sit. The meat's also still partially frozen. I didn't take it out of the freezer till, I don't know, 10 o'clock this morning or something because I didn't know what I was going to have. So anyways, that's step one. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, TV magic. Let me show you how to tell my stainless steel pan's hot enough. Take a little bit of water. Boom. If you hear that noise and the water droplets dance, it's warm enough. So I have my burner on 5, medium. I'm going to put some butter in there. And don't be surprised if Tim comes in here not knowing I'm videoing. And yes, I'm putting a lot of butter in. Probably about a half a stick. We like it. And that's just how I'm going to do it. And actually, since I got off all of that, well, not all, since I've given up most of the man-made oils, I went back to animal, healthier, and feel better. Okay, I already had taken these sliced mushrooms out of my freezer. There's not very many there. So these ones are still kind of frozen. And I was looking for green peppers in the freezer. I found these mushrooms. Got some ice crystals. They need used up before they're terrible. When mushrooms are on sale, I'll buy a bunch of them and put them in the freezer. I don't care what kind they are. Mushrooms are a mushroom is a mushroom to Tim and I. Well, that's not true. If I'm making fried mushrooms, we want our morels. A morel mushroom is by far the best, but grocery store mushrooms are grocery store mushrooms. And I know everyone else is gonna, but unless you have from the city and you have a high-end grocery store, okay, just stop yelling at the TV. I live in small town America. They only have white mushrooms. Okay, so I have those in, and the next thing I'm going to put in, my onions. I used to make my onions big like most people, but now I like them little. And we're going to have these on sandwiches. Well, kind of. So, normally I would put in a couple cloves of garlic, but since I kind of had a mishap with the garlic shaker for the garlic powder, we're not going to put in cloves of garlic tonight. We're just going to do the onions and the mushrooms. Okay, so we've got that going. Now I'm going to add the sliced mushrooms. We'll have plenty of mushrooms. And I didn't have any more green peppers in the freezer, so I'm going to use my dehydrated ones. And we're just going to put a sprinkle of those in there. Okay? And that will give us our peppers. So we have onions, mushrooms, and peppers. And we know our meat is seasoned with the gourmet burger and the garlic powder, and we use the meat tenderizer, so it would be nice and tender. Okay, well that's cooking up. I'm going to tell you how we're going to eat it. I have a taco shell here, 2 slices of cheese on it. This is how I'm going to eat mine. I'm going to put mine on here, and I'm just going to eat it. Tim, he has some bread, and he wants his on bread. That's it. I asked him if he wanted french fries or green beans or corn or anything with it, and he said no. He was going to eat his on breads like a Speedy, so that's what we're doing. Okay? And I don't want bread. I prefer the shell, so that's what I'm doing. Now remember from earlier today? Well, when you see this, it won't be the same day. I made that pineapple upside down cake. Tim's already ate a big chunk of it out, and he said it tasted fine. And I said I don't know if I'm going to put it up. He said, you put it up. You put up the good and the bad. You make mistakes, you put them up. Transparency, honesty, and truth, right? So, we're going to take a little break while this is cooking, and I'll be back and talk to you in a couple minutes. Ta-da! Hi, here we are again. Ta-da! This is what our onions and peppers and mushrooms look like. And now I'm going to add in our 1.1 pounds of boneless sirloin. And actually that is 4 servings of meat. Believe it or not, most people don't realize this, but a quarter pound of meat is technically a serving. So when you're getting that 16-ounce steak, that's 4 servings. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Wow. Okay, so we have this in here, mixing it all up. It's smelling wonderful. I'm going to give it another sprinkle of our seasoning, because Tim really likes to taste his spices. And at this point, I'm going to add a little bit of salt too. And I don't use any of that fancy salt. I like the iodine salt, whatever that is, because we all need iodine in our diet. We have cured so many people of the iodine deficiency by putting it in our salt all across the world. So that's why I use it. And that's why so many people have thyroid issues that don't use it. So there, we're just gonna, we make sure that's all in there nice and yummy. And we'll be back in a couple more minutes with TV magic. Ta-da! Ta-da! Here we are, back again. I'm gonna put my shell and cheese in the microwave. I'm just gonna do 10 seconds. Okay? And our dinner is done. The beef is nice, the onions and green peppers and everything. It's all there. Mushrooms, I'll cook. The whole mushrooms I did cut in half in the pan as they were cooking. So that's it. That's our dinner for tonight. And I don't really have to taste it because I've done it so many times. But yeah, this is a regular. But I did use the burger seasoning instead. But let's see. Good choice. So if you want to get rid of some seasonings and make room in your spice cabinet, go ahead. Use burger on beef. It's all the same. All right. Thanks for stopping by and checking out our dinner. You have a wonderful evening. Love you, friends, families, neighbors, and subscribers. Bye-bye.